The relationship between Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua has deteriorated to a point Rigathi no longer takes tea at State House, Nairobi. I want us to have a look at a 10-point dossier by Moses Kuria, a dossier that really gives us more insight into the fighting. Moses Kuria directs 10 questions to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Number 1, as we headed toward the 2022 general elections, I pleaded with you about the need to join the Kenya Kwanza Alliance through a Mount Kenya party like Chama cha Kazi. You told me off and even mobilized everybody to protest against me, Kabogo and Kiunjuri, and our party candidates. Only Kiunjuri survived your evil scheme. Now that UDA has formed a government, you want our people to leave UDA and the government and join your party. This is pure ukora and selfishness. You want to block the Gishegu when the Mbuzi has already left. Number 2, President Ruto appointed me CS against your wishes. You said we couldn't have another Mlevi like Uhuru. Uhuru whom you are professing love for. Number 3, you pressed President Ruto repeatedly to have me fired. When you failed, you succeeded in having me transferred from the Ministry of Investments, Trade, and Industry because you thought my efforts in poverty reduction, job creation, and wealth creation were too dangerous for your plans. Number 4, since September 2022, you have been receiving the Mount Kenya share of appointments. Even the ones for ministries under the CSS for Mount Kenya, we only learned that we have appointed someone from the Kenya Gazette. Now you have exhausted the appointments and you want us to undermine with you because you are being oppressed. 5, whereas all of the rest of us are busy in our dockets, you do zero work in terms of the priorities of the president and the government. The president works 24 hours a day alone, yet you are so idle that you spend the entire day politicking or filling out tender forms. I wonder how you can run a government, yet you know absolutely nothing about how government operates. 6, you have never stepped out of Nyeri, save for a few forests in Mount Kenya East. How can you lead us? Are you not the safest route towards 41 against the isolation of our community? Is this the legacy you want to bequeath to our General Z majority? 7, you have lost the trust and friendship of 90% of elected and appointed leaders in the Mount Kenya region. How can you lead them? 8, when the cost of living was high and there was discontent on the ground, you went to the president and demanded that he give you cash of Kenya shillings 10 billion to go fix the ground in Mount Kenya. Since it was denied, you now throw tantrums. How would the cash have benefited the people of Mount Kenya? 9, now you have refused to even have a cup of tea in State House, saying you fear you will be poisoned. Make me understand how you now expect us to feel safe coming to your current residence for cabinet committee meetings. Won't you also poison us now that you have a good idea of how poisoning works? 10. Finally, where are you taking our people? Assuming you even get 100% of Mount Kenya, what next? What's the end game? Will you vie for president in 2027? Which other voting bloc other than Mount Kenya will you team up with? Who will trust you? Are you not being reckless and irresponsible with the political destiny of our people? Other than cheating them to change from hustler to villager, what other vision do you have for them? Are we going to feed our people slogans like hustle and villager forever? Just like Tibim and Tialala? What about the roads, water, schools, jobs, businesses that we promised them? When you cry to them about being treated unfairly, do you want them to eat you for dinner tonight? Answer these 10 questions, Mr. Deputy President. If you convince me, I will follow you. We will leave government and lead our people to the opposition as you very much desire. Those are Moses Kuria's 10-point questions to Rigathi Gachagua. And it's very interesting, is reminding us of what happened in 2022. Kuria is saying he approached Rigathi Gachagua and warned him against joining UDA party without having a party from the mountain. Rigathi got annoyed and even organized protests against Moses Kuria. And is also revealing that Rigathi no longer takes tea at State House, Nairobi. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what this means. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's continue. Let me say this in summary. The fight between Ruto and Rigathi is real, and that's not in doubt. Any person not seeing that, in my honest opinion, is a person who has buried his or her head in the sand. The fight is real. Secondly, Rigathi's quest for Mount Kenya unity has got nothing to benefit Mount Kenya residents. Rigathi is just trying to use that initiative to rally the mountain behind him so that he can use them to bargain or to negotiate with other politicians, including Ruto. So the unity is just meant to benefit Rigathi Gachagua politically. It has got nothing at all to do with the hustlers on the mountain. In the recent days, Rigathi has been talking very nicely on Uhuru Kenyatta. The truth is, Rigathi does not love Uhuru Kenyatta. He is not sincere. He's just trying to use Uhuru Kenyatta's name for him to consolidate the mountain behind him as Rigathi Gachagua. So it's high time Uhuru Kenyatta's allies should also come out to disown Rigathi Gachagua. He's misusing Uhuru Kenyatta's name. That's also something coming out very clearly. Something also coming out very clearly from this dossier, Rigathi does not care about the mountain people. At a time the mountain was complaining about the high cost of living, Rigathi requested for some money from Ruto to go fix the ground. So in other words, he wanted to take politics to a hungry people. That's also something coming out very clearly. He wanted to take handouts to the people. So you are seeing again the style and brand of politics being played on the mountain. It's purely based on handouts, kitu kidogo, nothing at all to do with developments. So the mountain again should wake up to those realities. They should not allow themselves to be reduced into token seekers. Let them demand development from their leaders. And also from this dossier, I'm seeing a Rigathi Gachagua who is soon going to be irrelevant. As more such dossiers are being exposed, then Kenyans are getting to know Rigathi better. Very arrogant, very divisive, a very tribalistic individual. And again, you can now see why he has been talking over shareholding government. He has been part and parcel of some of the appointments. So he's most definitely rebelling because the appointments are no longer there, or William Ruto is no longer giving him appointments to make. That's what I can say in summary out of all this dossier. But again, as I conclude, Rigathi should not be mourned. Kenyans should not sympathize with Rigathi Gachagua. Let Rigathi be held accountable to what happened during the demonstrations. Let him also be held accountable to what happened during Uhuru Kenyatta's Northlands Farms raid. This is a man who should not be sympathized with. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.